We are live. Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Related Podcast. I'm D Ball. As always, I'm here with Kinfolk Chris. Say man, we didn't have an episode last week. We apologize. We'll make it up for it this week. We got a lot on the docket. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year. No debate. Sorry. What else did we have on the docket? We got KD's carrying the Rockets. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Lakers falling apart due to injury. Luka aging like milk, and plenty other things. Chris, what's going on, man?
Outside of these, whatever, man. It's been good. It's been good. My stuff working now.
Don't you owe Deaaron Fox an apology?
But what?
Y'all was talking, y'all was talking bad about that man, and he took a back
Is he
seat
is
to
he gonna
Wemby and Castle.
is he gonna make all? That's a shame. He has to take a backseat to a second year guy who
Bro,
can't
he just proved he can carry a team past the team that's actually competitive. They just beat the Portland Trailblazers. Vassell and Dylan Harper had bad games.
The Portland Trailblazers are a competitive good team when they don't even have a head coach for real. Tiago Splitter, they coach.
Wasn't y'all making excuses for LeBron when he lost to Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks?
I'm not making excuses for LeBron, but you really trying to tell me that his teammates are in the same level as the Spurs teammates that were out there playing?
Bro, if you look at the game, because Luke Kennard shot bad, but he had a triple double. Rui had 20 plus points. Like DeAndre Ayton was the number one overall pick. We not for to do this,
Okay, we can say that all we want.
but
Is
we not for to act like
can't-
they
what
those
did JJ
bums.
Redick just say about DeAndre Ayton? He can't catch the ball.
No, that was hilarious. JJ crashing out on Vando and JJ. Well, actually, Vando crashed it on JJ, but then JJ talked noise about Rui. He said he talked noise about Rui too. He started with Rui. It's crazy because Rui don't be saying nothing to nobody. But
He don't be talking about.
I'm just saying, De'Aaron Fox had 25 efficiently, 50% from the field. I think 50% from three, 7 assists. Would he have like 5 rebounds? So 25, 7, and 5. Vassell, like I said, didn't play good. Harper didn't play good. Keldon Johnson played good. And Carter Bron played out his body. Because Carter Bron, every time I seen him this year, he kind of was stinky. He
I
shooting
like
like
right. I think he'll be good for them.
until you look into the numbers, and shit look good when he ran up and down the court, you realize he's shooting 40% from the field for the season. That's bad. And he hasn't even been playing that much in recent games.
I
You
think in the future he could be a good key piece for them.
we're judging next season. That's when we get to starting seeing if he's actually good. But yeah. I don't know. I thought that was a quality win for San Antonio without their top two players. De'Aaron Fox showing the world, like, say, bro, I'm actually still good. The fact that people think De'Aaron Fox sucks. What record they have on the Kings when they played the Warriors in the first round? Didn't they have like the second best record?
Yeah, I believe so. Something like that. They was lighting the beam all season.
But he had a bad. What was wrong with him? He had like some kind of injury. It did Sabonis got stomped on by Draymond. So I don't know. But people forget how good De'Aaron Fox is. And I'm not going to let y'all do that. Oh, I did have a question, Chris.
De'Aaron Fox
Uh,
gonna make All NBA.
Probably, most likely not.
All right then. So don't let's keep him out of conversation.
What?
Let's keep him out of these
He's on
conversations.
the second best team in the league. He done sacrificed his role. He just showed you last night that
He didn't
he's
have
still
to.
capable of being the best player on the team. What?
He didn't have to. He chose to because it's the easier way.
Okay. The easier way. What do you mean by that, really quick?
It's easy to let Wimby do everything, be the face, and take all the blame. Then you be the
This
star.
is crazy.
So
This
you
is
don't
crazy.
you team up with Wimby. You get to you facilitate, do whatever, run around, all that stuff that Fox like to do. And then he deferred to he deferring to dudes that been in the league quarter of the time that he's been in the league. And so he's supposed to be the leader of this team. He's a quiet leader, but on the court leader, it's a little different as far as being a number one option.
He's not the number one option on this team.
Be a number two option then.
He's doing whatever he got to do for the help Spurs win, man. And he showed you last night.
We gonna see.
I'm not
We gonna see come playoff time.
okay. Yeah, you just a hater. Okay, I did have this question too. So I was watching the game, and I was like, should we care about Scoot? Do we care about Scoot?
Why not?
He sucks.
He's had flashes this year.
But okay, 3 years of flashes. At some point, it's like, when are we going to officially call Scoot a bust? Because he was playing Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper didn't have the greatest game, but I was watching them. I'm like, both of these was top guard prospects. Scoot had a different level of height than even Dylan Harper. But I don't think there's nobody in the world that would take Scoot over Dylan Harper, even though Scoot is like a generational small point guard athlete.
Yeah, supposed to be.
I ain't gonna stuff. He made one tightrope play where he saved the ball, and it was kind of like he put his hand on the ground, almost fell out of bounds, but got up. And bro, Richard Jefferson and Tim Legler went crazy. Like, he's a super athlete, like long, big, pause. But it's like, can we just call him a bust at this point, or not ready to do that?
It's probably about time, but you still got to be patient with him. One, he's a point guard, so he's been having it difficult as far as just being in Portland, trying to find his fit and role there. It's been a little difficult for him. He has a lot of the ability. We just haven't been able to see it in full fledged. But it's probably about time to call him a bust. I mean, you never know. I mean, but you can always judge someone a little too early. No one would call Ben Simmons a bust, but he's looking pretty busty right now.
Ben Simmons was damn near all NBA by the time his third season rolled around.
We call him, I mean, okay, fine. Are we calling Ricochet a
S-
bust?
Ricochet is in year 2, and Ricochet came in as a role player in one of the most terrible drafts. He was strictly a first overall pick by role. And I think they said, didn't they say Sar didn't want to play with Trey Young and like Steph Castle? Like, they already had Dyson Daniels. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think with the Scoot situation, everybody, bro, they done threw away Rob Dillingham, and Rob Dillingham got drafted after Scoot. So it's like, I think, didn't Rob went like top 5 or something like that?
I think Rob was like 8,
Eight,
maybe.
top 10. Okay, he went top 10 lottery for sure.
Yeah.
But Scoot had more hype than all of these guys. I think the thing with Scoot is he had too much hype for us to just kind of forget about him and not say nothing. The Blazers need him.
People were talking about draft him over Brandon Miller.
I hated that. I fought against that. I fought against that narrative. That was just absolutely crazy to me.
You did. Yeah. I'm glad that Hornets chose the right player.
And I'm still not the biggest Brandon Miller fan. Wemby is a big deodorant when it comes to that top 3 of that draft, bro. He's you know what I'm saying, cleaning up them armpits, because Scoot and Brandon Miller, we thought that class was kind of like this class. Like, okay, yeah, you got Wemby. He's this, and that. But Scoot and Brandon Miller, they should be perennial all-star. Either one of them ain't even seem like they gonna make it until they get traded to another team, get some opportunities, people get hurt, then they might sneak into it. Nah, Scoot not, but Brandon Miller. That's what I'm talking about for real. But yeah. Oh, did you watch any of the Hawks Cavs?
A little bit. Yeah. You really trying to tell me that? So you trying to say Donovan Mitchell, that guy?
Honestly, I was coming in with a different approach because, first of all, I think Evan Mobley was the key to that game because he just kind of played with a little bit more fire. I think he had like 19 rebounds. Like, he had multiple blocks. He had a play where he absolutely shut down Jalen Johnson. And I think that, because I don't watch the Hawks last 2 games because they've been actually important. Because, they went on their winning streak and they gained all the wins. They became like the 5th seed. I don't know if they still currently the 5th seed, but they got all the way up to the 5th seed. Then they had the Knicks. Then they had the Cavs back to back. both close games. They lost to the Knicks, they lost to the Cavs. And I'm thinking, what is going on here? I like the Hawks, I like their pieces. Everybody says Quinn Snyder's a good coach. Um, so I was thinking, like, what's going on? And I'm looking at Jalen Johnson because y'all was trying to kill me. Like Ray always got something to say. I always liked Jalen Johnson, but I thought it was gonna be in the context with Trae Young. The thing that I always said about Jalen Johnson, he does a little bit of everything, but I don't think he can be the guy. You remember you and Chris, don't do me like that, bro. You even remember when I said they should go after Jalen Brown. You remember I said that?
Now you said that. I mean, that's been your stance on this. So I mean, Jalen Johnson, you can't sit up there and be like, oh, we need to. He's the star. They got rid of Trey for you, so you gotta step up. This is your team now.
But all stars aren't created equal. He's not that type of star. We can't try to see this is what I don't like. What they say, a round peg in a square hole. Like he's a facilitating transition, rebounding wing. Like he is really good at rebounding, facilitating, scoring in transition, and stuff like that. He gonna give you 20, 10, and 5. It's kind of like Chris Webber. He kind of remind me, like he impacts the game kind of like Chris Webber to me. It's like I'm gonna be good throughout the game, but I'm not gonna be closing games. I said they should have kept Trae Young. They should have made it work. What did you say Friday? Make it enough.
Man, aren't they doing better without him?
Yeah, but they ceiling is lower. Like they not gonna be able to win none of these close games. Donovan, see, yeah, you didn't see what Donovan Mitchell did in that third quarter,
But
bro.
it's a close game, man. Every game, nothing. They
You
gonna
got
be okay. They have guys that can. You don't think that Nikhil Alexander Walker has proven that he can do something? You don't think that CJ McCollum he can hit big old halftime shots in the future?
maybe halftime shots, not game winning shots. Like it's getting crazy, bro. Y'all gotta quit disrespecting Trae Young, man. They needed that level of closer when playoff times come. Look, okay, I got the stats.
So the Wizards gonna be just this dominant team next year.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
All right.
All I'm saying is the Hawks had everything with Trae Young and Jalen Johnson. Now they took an element away from their team that they're going to need. They can't close games. What happened with Jalen Brunson? He absolutely took over. What happened with Donovan Mitchell? He absolutely took over. The Hawks don't have a takeover guy. Y'all acting like y'all don't see that. And I'm not saying Jalen Johnson ain't good, but that's not his thing. Okay, listen to these stats, Chris. Jalen Johnson, 21 points versus the Knicks. Let's break down his points. He had 9 points in the first, 7 in the second, 2 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. 12 points versus the Cavs, just absolutely kind of terrible. And he fouled out. But he had 6 points in the first, 2 in the second, 0 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. Like, yeah, this ain't gonna cut it when you trying to establish yourself. And they were playing for a bid into the playoffs. They needed one more game. Jalen Johnson, you fouled out and gave me 12 points. I'm saying I'm not even just being critical of him. I'm saying he's not that. He's not finna be that guy. And I think it's okay. But now you have to find a guy that's gonna be that guy. I like Nikhil Alexander Walker, but he's a third guy. So yeah. Jalen Johnson's the second guy. Nikhil Alexander Walker's a third guy. And that's going to come back to bite on the playoffs. And CJ McCollum is even worse than Trae Young. And it's kind of going to be like, okay, that's all.
I mean, we gonna see. So you don't really believe in them that much. I mean, they could potentially be playing Cleveland in the first round. So.
I think they're going to be a tough out. They're going to be a tough out, Chris, but they ain't got a closer. We just seen it back to back. We see, there's one thing I don't like about y'all. Y'all act like the regular season means absolutely nothing. Sometimes these be key games. They had back-to-back national TV games against playoff teams. You finna go to the playoffs. You a young upstart team. You got to get some of these wins. So when you lose to a Knicks, you lose to a Cavs, and your best player looks terrible in these second halves and just bad overall against the Cavs, that's a problem because the Evan Mobley and Jared Allen gonna be a problem for Jalen Johnson. So I don't know. I just something I'm monitoring, and y'all go try to shit on Jalen Johnson, which is cool, but I kind of want to solve the problem of not having a closer. Go get Jalen Brown. If the Celtics fizzle out, go get Jalen Brown, bro. I can't get it out of my brain.
Yeah, but that's probably not very likely at the moment.
So you saying if Boston, let's say Boston go at the second round, you don't think Jalen Brown becomes available?
I think he would become available. I'm just saying, I don't think the Boston's probably gonna be going out in the second round.
Okay, yeah, okay. What other? Uh, did we spend too much time on the quick hitters? Do you got one quick hitter that you for sure want to do? One or two?
Let's see for the quick hitter. I ain't got a ton. We're gonna talk about the Hornets a little bit later with Khan. I'm guessing that's gonna come up in the rookie season, so I'll save a little bit some of that stuff. But as far as other quick hitters and stuff that go, I don't got a ton really. Just yeah, NBA is we gonna see. I mean, yeah, I don't got a ton. I think Lakers or Lakers in general. We got some good topics coming up, so we can
Okay,
get.
yeah, we can get to the Lakers. Go ahead. What's up?
Lakers need to come on, man. Like I understand that Lakers probably just finna, you know, not they've stopped caring about seeding, which I found really important for them to get the third seed because that was a guaranteed lock to the conference finals if they got that third seed. Now I'm not so sure about it. Having that fourth seed, you have to play the Thunder. I don't really like the Thunder. I don't think that's the greatest matchup for them. Well, I think the Spurs would have been a better matchup. Um, so we'll see. But the injuries was just unfortunate. I think they could have still found a way to have gotten that third seed, if especially if they beat the Mavericks. They didn't do it, so I had to thank Cooper Flagg that Luka probably will not be making it very far in the playoffs this year. Um, but their depth, and I've said this earlier, their depth is horrible. But I keep getting hearing you trying to compare them to other teams like the Spurs and the Rockets who don't have comparable depth to the Lakers, and that's just not true.
I don't really like the depth argument because once you have a big three, name a big three that's ever had depth outside of the Celtics in '08. So once you got a big three, like, come on, bro, you have a big three and role guys. I thought Marcus Smart had a good year for them. Rui is still a capable player in his prime. DeAndre Ayton is still having moments to where it's like he's still a number one overall pick talent at times. Laravia has had his moments. Luke Kennard is the best shooter in the NBA according to like stats and things like that. The team isn't just terrible. JJ Redick is proving he's a good coach. So I mean, you got three elite guys, two of them in a prom. One of them is on his last leg, but is considered one of the greatest players to ever play, and he's still out here dunking on people. So I mean, it's just unfortunate. Luka got hurt, and Austin Reeves got hurt, but I don't want to start hearing you complain about depth. Like, come on now, you wasn't complaining about depth when it looked like the Lakers was
I
finna
was.
run off with the
I
third
was.
seed.
Yes, I was. I've been saying that their depth is not good. They had nobody really that you can count on coming off the bench to get some buckets. They should have got Cam Thomas.
That's true. I wouldn't have mind Cam Thomas, but I don't know. JJ Redick would have punched that dude in the face. They would have had a fist fight. The way
Yeah.
JJ Redick be eating, and JJ Redick ain't playing it. But my thing is this: Luka and Austin Reeves can't stay healthy. I don't care if you got the best collection of role players in the world. If Luka and Austin Reeves don't stay healthy, there's nothing you gonna be able to do. So that is the bigger problem. Marcus Smart being hurt all the time is a problem too, though, because he's a big part of their point of attack defense, and he just brings toughness and cojones. So I don't know, bro, but I ain't going with no excuses for the Lakers because yeah, Luka just stays hurt. I told you he was gonna age like milk. Um, drinking beer after games and stuff like that. It's gonna catch up to him. And Austin Reeves look like he's gonna stay hurt too. Austin Reed grabbing his back the other day, and I was just like, oh yeah. I said, I was texting y'all. I said, bro, I said, look at this.
So Luka hasn't been in better shape this season. Huh?
See, hey,
Luka hasn't been taking care of himself and his diet this season, or no? I just want to.
that ain't gonna keep him from not aging like milk. It took you just like 25, 26. When you start taking care of your body at 25, 26, yeah, it's a long way to go. You know, he don't play in his first 8 seasons, less games than LeBron, Curry, Durant.
And
Like,
it's crazy the amount of stats that he has is still comparable. He's already at 15K, right? Youngest dude to do that.
yeah, and he's trending down in terms of games played. So
I don't think it'll be a problem going forward. I don't really. He's already, what he about to do. You know what he about to do. He on
was
that
it?
jet. He went to that jet to Spain. He finna get them shots. He finna get them that Kobe treatment. He finna come back with a vengeance.
We not finna do this.
He finna come back with a vengeance.
Luka last run to I'm gonna say to the finals against Boston. Yep. The dude, we were scared damn near every game. He hold his back. He wincing.
He was
like,
already
you think
hurt.
it's gonna get better? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's always being hurt.
He was hurt and drugged them to the finals. When he's looking good and he taking better care of himself and he's not having to shoulder the load so much. What's it gonna look like then?
Boo-hoo, sad story. Black American dad story. Nobody cares.
LeBron finna take a discount or he finna leave next year. It's one of the two. Lakers will have more room, more flexibility to do things. They'll have draft picks to trade. They will be a dangerous team come next year. They should have been a dangerous team this year. They would have made the conference finals had they been healthy. They would have got third seed, would have beat the Rockets, would have put the fear in Wemby, and then made it to the conference finals. And who knows what would have happened then?
All I know is Luka is trending downwards.
I don't think so.
He's been averaging about 63 games a year.
He's played more games this year than he did last year.
Okay, he only played 50 games last year.
He played about he played his 63, 60, and he'll still qualify.
See, this is my problem with y'all.
Just gonna qualify.
Yep, I got the numbers. See, this is my problem with y'all. Y'all think 60 games is a lot of games. Luka's averaging 63 games these last 4 seasons. It's not enough.
Who's averaging more than that? Who's doing so much more? Mikal Bridges, and where's he like? What's he like?
You know what? I got
people are mad about the 65 game window. They're really pissed about how these all NBA teams could potentially look with Cade probably not going to make it, Luka having a chance not to make it. Wemby now is in jeopardy.
So
and I think all these people, I think they're overreacting. I think that's how it should be. I think you got to play at least 65 games, and they already built in ways to combat that and to get a little cushion with you can appeal like Luka's probably going to do, and he probably will make the 65 because he's going to appeal and say, I went to visit my child for 2 games. I could have played, but I had extraordinary circumstances.
I'm not I don't have no problem with it. Luka's literally been a top 3 player in the league this year. But plus he did go see his child, so he's like at 64 games. So that's no big deal. This is what I'm saying. In their first 8 seasons, LeBron played 627 games. Steph Curry played 574 games. Kevin Durant, 570 games. Your favorite player in the world, Russell Westbrook, 587 games. That is 78 games average a season for LeBron. 72 games average a season for Curry. 71 games average for Kevin Durant. 73 games average for Russell Westbrook. Luka, 64 games.
So we're not going to factor in the fact that one of them was a COVID season.
Hey, 8 years. It is what it is. So I'm just saying he's still averaging 64 games compared to 78, 71, 71, 73. That's a big difference. You can act like it ain't, but it is, especially like when you in a situation like this where we a few games away from the 3 seed, but our best player can't play. And it's becoming a trend. He's breaking down towards the end of these seasons. Like it's just a fact. I'm worried Luka is aging like milk.
Okay, you can say Luka's aging like milk, but you can put some context behind it, and you can also realize that may not be the case. One, he always plays international. He rarely takes a full nice off season to take a break. He had that this season. He came in looking fairly healthy. Two, yeah, he did used to not take care of his body as well. He's doing that. He's getting a little bit more controlled on that, and things are looking better in that aspect. Three, he tends to play through injuries a lot and push himself, as you could see what happened in the game itself. And people trying to blame JJ, whatever, whoever did it, whatever. It was probably a combination of everybody. He got hurt. He pushed it a little too far. He should have sat down.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think the minutes were a little mismanaged. When I see Austin Reeves grabbing for his back, I was like, bro, just go on, get him. I think that's probably the biggest story with the Lakers. How many games has Austin Reeves played? Let me check real quick. Because I think that's probably been the biggest story of the season. Because Austin Reeves was off to all NBA start. But yeah, he's only played in 51 games. So I guess. I guess. But yeah, the Lakers are kind of done. And
I mean, we'll never know, and regardless, we'll see. That's all I got to say about it.
yeah.
Never
And
know, we'll see. But if LeBron do what he do in the first round of these playoffs, you gonna
what?
hear some stuff.
Play one game on national TV
You
and
gonna
then miss
hear
the
some
next
stuff.
game.
You gonna hear some stuff.
I still can't believe y'all act like Cooper Flagg versus Bron wasn't on even playing field. Like there wasn't an even ground game. I
I
just
mean,
want
it may have been, but I don't. It may have been, but I also think it did skew a little bit towards the Mavericks.
how.
You have Cooper Flag going against an 40-year-old for one. Cooper Flag
So
going against a 40-year-old. All right, you want to call them a wash? Fine, you can call them a wash. But like I said, wouldn't you rather have some of the Mavs role players over the Lakers role players? You really trying to tell me that you would?
nigga, it's like
What you mean? It's like
like they didn't have like they don't bro. You act like the Mavericks ain't missing two of their top three players.
they are.
But that's what I'm saying. And like, bro, Najee Marshall, all them niggas cool, but them niggas wasn't drafted. At least Drake LaRavia was first round. Eight went top overall. Rui Hachimura was a lottery pick. Luke Kennard was a star coming out of dude. Like, quit acting
What
like
did
they
they?
dudes. Okay, but that
Max
ain't
Christie, Chris
no.
Middleton, Clay Thompson, Bagley. Like you don't want none of them dudes. Brandon Williams. You don't want Gafford. Like none of these dudes. These dudes ain't it to me.
You not finna do that. They are equal at best. Is what I'm saying. Don't give me, oh man, these role players stink compared to the Mavericks one of the
Max
worst teams in the
Kleber,
league.
Bronny
The
James,
Mavericks are one of
Kobe
the worst teams in the
Buffkin,
league. Cooper Flag
Kobe
is
Buffkin.
19. You know Cooper Flag turned 19 this season.
Yeah,
Like what are we doing? Like what are we doing?
and
That was
let
an
me get.
even game, bro.
Well, I'm gonna address this after we finish talking about this game too. Um, Actually, no, I'll address this when we talk about his rookie season. But look, man, you can say it all you want. Cooper Flag had a very impressive, amazing game. He did great. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm saying I don't care that the Mavericks beat the Lakers. I do not care that the Mavericks beat the short-handed Lakers who didn't have Marcus Smart, who didn't have Luka Doncic, who didn't have Austin Reeves. LeBron's running out there trying to play with his son who don't know how to throw a bounce pass. He's out there playing with Luke Kennard, who outside of having good rebounds and assists, he couldn't really hit his threes that night. I'm talking about we talking about all these other factors that's going on. Aiton is supposed to be a number one pick, but he can't get you 20 points in a game where he's supposed to be the second guy.
Hmm. Uh, sounds like excuses
I'm not saying
because
excuses, but you
yeah,
trying to act like LeBron didn't play well and do his part in that
I
win.
didn't say he didn't. I'm saying quit using the role players like they're terrible. Luke Kennard had a bad shooting night, but he had a triple double. Rui had 21 points. Jackson Hayes had 23 coming off the bench. Nobody else for the Mavericks had over 15 points? Cooper Flagg had 45. So let's stop doing these type of things. Cooper Flagg just got the best of LeBron James and quit using his age as an excuse. I don't want to hear it. The Lakers were favored by all the betting sites, a 1.5-point favorite to beat the Mavericks. I get it, y'all. I don't care about that type of stuff, but we're not going to act like we're not going to give credit to Cooper Flagg for winning this game because they were on even playing field. Cooper Flagg's in his first year. LeBron is technically probably in his last or second to last or third to last. But they are comparable, inexperience versus experience. So it is what it is. The role players were comparable. The situation was comparable. Cooper Flagg just absolutely took over that game. He had 45 points. Nobody else on his team had more than 15. LeBron had two other players that had over 20. Then he had a guy that had a triple-double. All the Lakers starters were in double digits. It is what it is. Give Cooper his W, give LeBron his L, and quit using the age as an excuse.
I'm not using the age as an excuse. I'm just saying what it is. Just saying what it is. I'm saying the betting site, let's add some context to why the betting sites probably had the Mavericks losing that game. They probably had the Mavericks losing that game because they expected them to tank. Like
they had them losing that game because they didn't expect Cooper Flagg to get 45 fucking points, man. What are we doing? Like, it's kind of getting sad. It's kind of getting sad. Like, to act like the Lakers role players are just so terrible when I just said two of them had over 20. Another one had a triple-double. Everybody had double digits in the starting lineup. Cooper Flagg, nobody else on his team scored more than 15 points. What are we talking about role players for? You got cooked. And they were favored.
His role players scored in double digits compared to LeBron's.
So LeBron had 5 players scored in double figures. Coop had 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, you got cooked. It is what it is. Coop, great game by you.
And Bagley were close, man. Whatever,
man. Y'all just give LeBron built-in excuses. If you too old to play, get your ass off the court. So simple as that.
LeBron so LeBron should have won that game.
I mean, why shouldn't have he? Why? This is crazy.
He should have won that. Yeah, okay, he should have won that game. I guess so. I guess he should have put up 40, like you said. I'm gonna remember this argument.
I'm not saying.
Nope, I'm gonna remember this argument when KD he put up his general 25 to 30. Let's get into it. Put up his general 25 to 30. I'm gonna remember this.
No, all I said is no excuses, and y'all just constantly give me excuses, and I laid out why it shouldn't be no. You said the role players suck. The role players play better than the Mavericks role players. You crying about role players? The Lakers role players literally play better than the Mavericks role players. What are we talking about? Jackson Hayes had 28 points. Rudy had 21 points. Like, what are we doing? Luke Kennard shot bad, but still had a triple fucking double. Nobody else on the Mavericks had more than 15 points. How are the role players so much more terrible than the Mavericks role players? The Lakers were favored to win this game with everybody hurt still included. Like, stop it. It's getting lame. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, you want to get into the KD situation? Yeah. Let's get into the KD and the Rockets because y'all shit on me. Y'all look at the Lakers, look at LeBron. Oh, look at the Rockets. KD's not a leader, burner. Now look at the state of the Lakers. Look at the state of the Rockets. Rockets are on the rise, and I've been telling y'all, KD's the best 37-year-old to ever walk this earth that played basketball. Is what it is. He carried the Rockets. It is what it is. Let's get into it because everybody loves to butt sniff LeBron. Do you know what LeBron did at age 37?
Probably more than KD.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into it. LeBron at 37, 56 games played. Lakers were 10th in the West. Well, no, they was 11th in the West. LeBron finished 10th in MVP. He made third team All-NBA. He averaged 38-6 on 52, 36, 76, 33, 49 record. Lakers missed the playoffs. So I don't even think LeBron's a top 3 37-year-old. Awesome. He only played 56 games. Kareem. What?
You really trying to talk about an injury-riddled Lakers season again and blame it on LeBron?
Poo-poo. I'm not blaming it on LeBron. I'm comparing 37-year-old Bron to other great 37-year-olds.
Why are you bringing in record when KD is playing with a stacked team as usual?
A stacked team? It's okay. Kareem at 37. Because everybody act like LeBron the greatest old nigga of all time, right? Kareem at 37, 79 games played, 22-8, 3, 2 blocks. He was fourth in MVP voting, second all NBA. He won the NBA Finals and Finals MVP. This is what Kareem did at age 37. So Kareem had a better 37-year-old season than LeBron. Steph Curry, the one who everybody just unanimously better than KD, right? His year 37 season is also this season. Played 41 games, 27, 5, and 4, 47, 39, 93. 10 seed currently, and they stink. Kevin Durant, 37, 76 games played, 26, 5, and 5 on 52, 41, 88. Fifth seed currently, most total points by a 37-year-old in NBA history. So now that you heard the stats, let's poo-poo on Kevin Durant and what he's done this season, even though he's had an amazing season and literally became the best player on a top 5 seed at age 37. The only player to do it since Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Karl Malone, 37, 81 games played, 23, 8, and 5. Jazz went 52 and 29, 53 and 29. Lost in the first round to the Mavericks in 01. He was third All NBA, seventh in MVP vote. So that was another great season. Karl Malone also had a better 37-year-old season than LeBron James. But that's neither here nor there. Kevin Durant absolutely carried the Rockets. Did way more than what he was supposed to do. They are best two-way player. Not a doubt. And he's proven that he's actually a leader. So
best two-way player
on the Rockets. Are you crazy?
That offense is carrying a lot.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm not crazy. I'm just trying to understand.
What you gonna say on me and Thompson?
Yeah, how come
he can't fucking shoot? How is he a two-way player? He's slashing.
Not locking anybody up. Yeah. You can go both ways on this. You want to skew offense for KD, but we can't skew defense for a man.
So in the last 5 games, KD had 2 blocks, 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. Yeah.
Was KD nominated for Defensive Player of the Month last month?
Oh my God, who gives a damn? He's averaging 26, 5, and 5, and he's getting multiple blocks a game in the last 5 games.
League in steals.
Listen to what I'm saying. What do I say about Sengun? He can't protect the rim, right?
He's a horrible defender.
Yeah. So what has KD been doing that the Rockets need?
Letting Jabari Smith handle that.
This is crazy. He's getting multiple blocks per game. Like you just getting sad at this point. Like they don't have rim protection, and what has KD decided to do? Protect the rim. But he's like it's getting crazy. This is so like I live in a twilight zone. This is crazy. I literally just pointed out KD had the most total points ever by a 37-year-old, and I told you the season Kareem had. I told you the season LeBron had. I told you the season Karl Malone had. Steph Curry's having, and it's just no respect. Like the fact that KD has went through what he's went through with this Rockets team and all the narratives since the All-Star break, for them to be where they at is, and they're still in shot, they're in play for the 3rd seed. Their season, how it's going versus how the Lakers season is going. This is just the ultimate. I'm a Christian, but this is what they call karma, I guess. It's basketball karma.
They're not going to get the 3rd seed for one. Denver's playing Memphis, OKC, and the Spurs. OKC and the Spurs have nothing to play for. Memphis is tanking. Denver has that 3rd seed. Now, Rockets probably have a chance for the 4th seed, so they get home court advantage against the Lakers. But that's ultimately probably who they will be playing and what seed position they'll be in.
Quit being like this. Did KD exceed expectations with Houston or not? With everything that happened with Houston, did he exceed expectations at a 37-year-old season?
Didn't people have Houston as like legit contenders this year? Going into the season?
No. When Fred VanVleet been hurt this whole time. And then when Steven Adams went down, it was definitely nobody had. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like they done have been at a steady pace and they've gotten better throughout the last couple games. They done proved but they done dealt with some adversity.
They have dealt with some adversity. I'll give you this. The Rockets are right where I would have them doing exactly what they probably should be doing, if not a little bit more. Truthfully, especially if they get that 4th seed by hook or crook, the Lakers losing, um, then sure they probably exceeded a little bit of expectations, but still going out in the first round would be embarrassing for them. No offense.
I mean, because I want to say this. I think Jabari Smith has turned the corner. I think he's legit. Like I was looking at his stats and comparing them to Chet's, and I was just kind of like, this wasn't even. It's not close. Chet is better, but I'm saying the fact that the gap has closed a little bit this season is just because we thought Jabari was going a certain direction. So I appreciate what he's been doing, but I'm saying like, if you look at Kevin Durant, I think he's exceeded expectations. And I think that in part with the Fred VanVleet injury, the Steven Adams injury, Kevin Durant exceeding expectations has ultimately helped the Rockets meet expectations. So I'm saying he should get full credit. I'm saying nobody's going to say these things. And it's just crazy because everybody say, let's just appreciate LeBron. Let's just appreciate LeBron. He's 41 years old. Kevin Durant is 37, and you can argue he's gonna be second team All NBA. And I'm just, I, I'm just appreciating the age 37 season with everything going on with the Rockets, with him talking noise about Sengun. And I think Sengun has had a bad star season. I think Sengun and Scotty Barnes have had bad star seasons. So it is what it is. I don't think Sengun is getting enough criticism. I think everybody's too focused on KD, but it is what it is. And I just want to, you know, KD is carrying at age 37, a true number one, the best number one as a 37-year-old since Kareem and Karl Malone, clears Curry and Bron at age 37. It is what it is.
I find it interesting that now you care about a lot about the age and everything, since it involves KD. But when we talk about LeBron and what he's doing at his age, that doesn't.
Because because I don't think you've noticed this, but the way y'all talk about KD is like he's supposed to be doing what he's doing. And he is. So when the season ends and it's getting towards the end of the season, now you say what you got to say about KD. It's not a lot y'all can say. So don't be mad at me when I come on here and I'm saying, hey, shout out to my boy. That's all I'm saying. Because KD got a lot of hate throughout this season, and look where the Rockets are ultimately ending up. Yeah, and look what LeBron is doing. He ain't even show up against the Thunder. I don't even know if where was he at. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He wouldn't go miss that Mavericks game though, huh? Prime time going against Flagg so he can have another fake record. The first time a 40-year-old and a teenager scored 20 plus in the game and 30 plus in it. Stop it. Y'all ain't y'all got Hey, ready to move on. Flagg. Flagg.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying. Flagg and Concanopoulos should have never been an argument. Concanopoulos, he's good, but Cooper is on pace to be great. I think Flagg has had literally probably the best rookie season in the last 20 years. If you got another top guy, let me know now. But Flagg has played in 48 national televised games this season, if you include NBA TV. And if not including NBA TV, just the regular big channels, 26. Con 6. So
what the?
No, that's important. So you acting like playing on national TV, replacing Luka Doncic in a city that loved Luka, as we've been to a finals with him, not getting enough back according to everybody. Flagg coming in with way more expectations, way more pressure. Lost Kyrie, lost AD, and is still having to show up in national televised games. That's not nothing, bro.
Expectations and pressure to do what?
Fail. People, bro, you gotta understand.
No. If Kyrie and AD were healthy and actually playing, then you could say he actually has pressure, because he would have had to actually play consistent, competent basketball to be a third overall option, potentially second overall option, to help be the Mavericks be contenders. He has not had to do that this season.
Fam, This
The
is why
only
I'm saying
thing he's
go
had
ahead.
expectations to do was develop.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh
You
my
don't just come
God.
in. You don't just come in having to replace Luka Doncic and act like everything's just hunky dory. There's no expectations. There's no expectations to win. There's expectations to play good. Let's stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Any number one overall pick has expectations to play good. What are we talking about?
Okay. How many games did Zachary Richardson say play nationally televised? Huh? Rookie season. How many games did Anthony Edwards play nationally televised? Huh? Kay Cunningham? Huh?
The nationally televised games because they had Anthony Davis.
That is the point. Cooper Flagg played on Christmas, Chris. He played on fucking Christmas, and he looked good. What are we doing? Cooper Flagg just played LeBron James. This was a big game. Everybody was like, okay, we get Cooper Flagg versus LeBron James. It's LeBron team tonight. It's Cooper Flagg team tonight. Let's see. Like, he is constantly showing up in nationally televised games. He's played 48 national televised games, including NBA TV, 26 of them on the major networks. And he's playing amazing. The only thing he's not doing is shooting threes. But everything else, he's looked like he's having the best rookie season since LeBron. And you could argue he's having a better season than LeBron. But people just, it is what it is. But name 5 rookies that had a better rookie season than Cooper Flagg that you've ever seen in your life. I want you to tell me who's had a better rookie season than Cooper Flagg.
LeBron, Melo, Blake Griffin, Wemby, Luka Doncic.
Maybe. No, hell no. Stop.
Oh, you tripping, bro.
Carmelo, he has an argument. LeBron has an argument. You could say it's comparable. And the fact that you left there, KD, is crazy. But I mean, he's in the argument, bro. It's like a pick your poison when it comes to like Melo. And I said 20 years, so that was like 2006. But I'm gonna let you make it. But see, look how you went back even 4 more years past 20. So like, come on, bro. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, dog. Let me look at it though. Let me look at it real quick. Let me see.
So Blake Griffin, who made an All-Star in his rookie season, don't count.
I mean, it could if that's what we doing. But I'm not counting it. Okay. Who won? Rookie the year. Yeah. So 2006, Rookie of the Year, Chris Paul. 2006-07, Rookie of the Year, Brandon Roy. Then Kevin Durant, 07-08. Derrick Rose, 08-09. Tariq Evans, 09-10. Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin did have a crazy rookie year in 10-11. Kyrie, 11-12.
Some people won't count.
Damian Lillard.
Technically, that was his.
Yes. I don't count that either. Damian Lillard, 12-13. Michael Carter Williams, 13-14. Andrew Wiggins, 14-15. Cat, 15-16. That was actually 18-10. Malcolm Brogdon, 16-17. Ben Simmons, 17-18, wasn't real. Luka, 18-19. Ja, 19-20. LaMelo, 20-21. Scotty, 21-22. Paolo, 22-23. Paolo was a sneaky good rookie year too. I told y'all. Wemby, 23-24. Castle, 24-25. Yeah, I would say like Blake Griffin, Wemby, Paolo, Luka.
All right.
He's in there, bro? Stop it. He's
I'm not trying to act like Cooper Flagg is not. He's had an amazing rookie season.
But you tried to act like he didn't have pressure. It's crazy. He played on Christmas. How many number 1 overall picks have we even seen play on Christmas? You know why they don't play on Christmas? Because the team would probably most likely ass. So it's like, bro, look, we're not gonna act like Cooper Flagg didn't have that spotlight on him, bro. 26 national televised games on the major networks for a tanking team. That is crazy.
They weren't supposed to be tanking.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's still like, you know how far left this could have went? Just imagine Zachary Ricochet playing national televised games, 26 of them, or Cade Cunningham. I'm gonna use Cade Cunningham because he's a better player. Cade Cunningham, 26, like it would not look good. And his rookie, it would not have looked good, bro. The only
Were
person
you
that,
you were ever worried about Cooper Flagg looking like that? Like Zachary Richardson?
no, but I'm saying it was some scenarios where Cooper Flagg could have been looking real bad. I think the only real bad national televised game he had was against Boston, where he had all them people there. He stuck it up. But I'm saying he could have crashed and burned in a lot of these matchups. Like how he looked against Wemby, that could have been all season long. That was not a good game. You see what I'm saying? Like the fact that he continuously got better and didn't embarrass us in these nationally televised. We've been in. I think we've been in top 5 in when it comes to clutch games. The fact that we even in all these clutch games. We had another clutch game against the Suns last night. Like man, Cooper Flagg's a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Con, at this point, I don't even see how he has an argument. Basically, what I'm saying.
Just
No
because he
more.
why? Just so everything else goes out the window?
Say it all. That Boston game, they needed him. And when they needed him most, he didn't show up, bro. On national TV. We can't act like that type of stuff don't matter, bro. Because you want to know why it matters more? Because you have a team that's good enough to where if your role is needed to win, you need to fulfill your role. You only had 6 national televised games. You just stunk in like 4 of them. So at some point, when the people see you, you look bad. If you ain't got league pass and you don't watch Con Canuple the 6 times this season, you probably thinking he pretty all right. And if you don't watch Cooper Flagg in these 26 national televised games, you probably been like, nah, that boy is that man. You see what I'm saying? That does matter because a lot of people ain't watching on league pass. A lot of people is watching on Amazon Prime and shit. I'm just saying. That matters. Y'all try to act like national TV games don't matter. It's a reason why they national TV games. Stop it.
Colin Canuple did kind of in the horn. LaMelo did everything he could to have his team in a position to win that game. He played 37 minutes, and then his coach sat him out beginning of the fourth because he's been playing so much. And I would have managed minutes a little better than that, but Con did not have the best game. Let me say this. I would probably right now give Rookie of the Year to Cooper Flagg, but this is not the who's going to be the better player in the future award. This is who's had a better season right this season award. Obviously, Cooper Flagg is going to be the better franchise overall talent in general going forward in the future. I think Colin Canuple has high floor, not the highest ceiling. Cooper Flagg has a fairly high floor and a fairly high ceiling as well. So it's a lot different comparing these two. I just think consistently throughout the regular season, more so than not, Colin Canuple was doing his thing and playing at an elite level as far as shooting the 3-point ball. And then he gave you other things that you didn't expect, being able to put the ball on the floor and pass and facilitate a little bit as well. So that's why I think most people gravitated towards Klon most of the season because consistently he was doing that. And Cooper Flagg did miss games.
Let me see how many games he's missed
And
compared
let
to
me also
Con.
say this. Cooper Flagg
Con
did not
played
have the
79 games.
best first impression in the beginning of the season. And it's not his fault necessarily, but he had some growing pains when Jason Kidd was trying to play him at point guard. I didn't care that Jason Kidd was doing that because that's what he needed to play. That's where he actually needed to be playing, and that's what he needs to develop. So I didn't care. You can go back and check the tape. I said let J Kidd do what he do. He obviously, and it's obviously paying off. And I was never worried about Cooper Flagg from the beginning. I was never worried about him and his development going forward. People, a lot of NBA guys who think they know what they're doing, get on these podcasts, get on Club 520, all this other stuff, talk about, like, I don't even know what Jason Kidd doing, why he haven't played there, all this stuff, and look how it turned out.
Yeah, I think you can experiment. I don't even think that was ever a problem. People just love to nitpick when you do a show every day. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to say something. But okay, Con Knuckle is almost a complete full year older than Cooper Flagg. Con Knuckle's at 19, 5, and 3. The efficiency has been elite. 48 from the field, 43 from 3. Cooper Flagg, he's at 21, 7, and 5. 47 from the field. So all his shots has pretty much been efficient, but he's 29% 3. Um, I will say this because the consistency point is valid. At the beginning of the season, towards the middle of the season, it was kind of like yeah, Khan was rookie of the year. But when you're developing as a player and when you're evaluating rookies, are they getting better throughout the year? Cooper Flagg has consistently been getting better to the point where right now, it's not even a debate. The better player right now is not a debate. It's not close. It's not close between Cooper Flagg and Khan. And what do they say? Sometimes it's not always about how you start. It's about how you finish. Yes, Con Knuckle, you say he has had sustained success and he's been even pretty much who he is all season. Cooper Flagg has went from shaky to good to one of the best rookies we've ever seen. And he's did it all for all the people to see. 26 national televised games on the major networks, 48 including NBA TV. I can't say that enough. Like the people that follow basketball, even casually, if you just catch the games that are available to you, they've seen Cooper Flagg's whole journey from shaky to one of the best rookies. And it's not always how you start. Klon started better. They was kind of fighting in the middle, but towards the end, it's not close. So my argument on the consistency is, yeah, Khan probably has been more consistently who he is, but Cooper Flagg has went to another level throughout the season. And there's a reason why we give these awards out towards the end of the season. Who's the better player now? And the Mavericks, like I said, they're top 5 when it comes to clutch games. Like they've been competitive in a lot of these games. Khan, he has legit talent next to him. LaMelo just had 36. Brandon Miller just had 20. Like you got a good game from Miles Bridges. Kobe White, if he would have been there all season, would have been a top 5 guy when it comes to 6 man of the year. So when it comes to team success, I throw that out. I'm looking at complete individual performance. Like Khan consistency being who he is the whole year. Cooper Flagg has leveled up to the point where Khan isn't even in the conversation. Cooper Flagg is a better player right now. That's my argument. 45 against the Lakers, 51 in a loss, and the two-way impact. And then it's just like it is what it is, man. Because the defense clears. So I just think Cooper Flagg ran away with it, bro. I do like the consistency point, but I think I kind of put you in the pot about it because not always how you start, it's how you finish sometimes.
I think I agree. Like I said, for the most part, I'm just saying if you were, I think it probably would be a little crazy to give it to Khan at this point, but you can understand why he was favored for so long.
Yeah. If he would have played good against Boston, this would have been a thing. But it's just like you had your chance. I think that's important. You had your chance. Everybody been saying how Cooper Flagg been coming for your crown. You get a national TV game with playoff expectations against Boston on TV. Y'all only had 5 national TV games before this. This is your chance to state your claim as rookie of the year. He didn't do it. I think I tweeted it. I was just like, well, you just don't lost rookie of the year tonight. Like at the end of the day, you still got to hit them benchmarks and check marks. We gonna quit acting like these national TV games don't mean nothing just because most of them are bad matchups. Okay. Before,
I mean, yeah, I think it's funny also that Khan has like, oh, he's leading the league in threes.
mhm.
I don't think LaMelo wants him to lead the league in threes. LaMelo been coming. LaMelo's like
They
seven away. If you look,
okay.
LaMelo's been closing the gap.
I think they said they averaged like 18 together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brandon Miller, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the Hornets just got an explosive, fun
And
offense.
that offense is crazy. And then it's kind of like you can kind of say LaMelo has been trending towards being their best player in the last couple weeks. And I will say, I thought Khan has been their best player all season. Like if you just added up all season, but
So
LaMelo,
how a dude the best player on a team that's been revitalized and now that don't mean nothing.
I didn't say it didn't mean nothing. I said he lost the rookie of the year. He had it. He had it. And he just didn't hit all the benchmarks because you gotta rip it out of Cooper Flagg's hands because we wanted to give it to him from the beginning of the season, bro. Like that matters. You can't be doing it all season long and want to get fizzled out towards the end, especially on national TV against Boston, where if you show up, y'all probably win that game. We can't do that. We can't do that. I'm just saying, bro. And then if Khan win it, or if they get Cole Rookie of the Year, like I can't say nothing. But Khan could have won it, probably should have won it, but he lost it on national TV. Let's not do this. Like, don't make me get nasty. Just saying. Okay. Because you wanted to talk about the East play-in. I didn't want to say this before we get to that, and then we pretty much go get to rapping. Okay. The Nuggets, 2 impressive wins. They came from behind and beat the Portland Trail Blazers. And who did they play before that? I'm trying to remember because I thought that was a great game too. Was it the Spurs game? So they beat the Spurs, close game, overtime. No, it wasn't overtime. Yeah, back-to-back overtime game, Spurs and the Blazers. One was just a good game where Wemby just couldn't do nothing with Jokic, and the other one was a comeback from behind win against the Blazers. They were down like 20 points, and I was like, if the Nuggets want to prove to me they real, they go come back from this game. And I watched it, they came back. And I just was like, Aaron Gordon at his best role player in the NBA, Chris. That's really all I want to say. At his best, I think Aaron Gordon is the best role player in the NBA.
It's hard to deny that. I mean, it's really hard to deny that. I think he's really transitioned from being what he once was supposed to be a star in Orlando to really accepting his role and accepting where he needs to be when he's playing with the Nuggets. And yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. When he's healthy, he can hit big time shots, big time threes. He can be a great defender, play well off Jokic. Like he can do a lot. So,
and like versatile on defense too. Yeah. Like he plays the dunker spot, rebounds, runs the floor. Like, bro, Aaron Gordon is damn near probably. We'll see how the playoff run go. I know people don't really rank role players, but man, Aaron Gordon finna be in some. Bro, we gotta start doing role player lists and stuff like that because I think that matters. You can't win without role players. But okay, that's pretty much all I want to say about that. And Cam Johnson is coming along. Everybody was saying like Cam Johnson was better for this team than Michael Porter Jr. He's finally starting to show why. Like he's hitting shots and he's being consistent on defense. So in terms of being a role player, I think Cam Johnson has turned that corner as well because he had 17 against the Blazers, and what he do against? He had 17 against the Spurs, so he's been consistently pretty good, hitting a high volume of his threes. So I think that has kind of helped him along too. And Tim Hardaway Jr. should be getting more buzz for 6th Man of the Year. I think he's been amazing for them. And he kind of revitalized his career. Like he's 14 points a game, shooting 45% from the field. I know you hate him, but he's shooting 41% from 3. In the last 10, he's been at 12 points, 43 from the field, 45 from 3. So he's had a really good season. Yeah. So shout out Tim Hardaway Jr., Cam Johnson, and I also think Aaron Gordon's the best role player in the NBA. The Nuggets are trending up; they just don't have no defense. So yeah.
So you don't think the Nuggets do anything?
Not against the top teams. They don't have enough defense. You gave up 132 against the Blazers.
Against the Spurs after what they proved. That's who they'd be playing in the second round if they keep the 3 seed.
I'm not gonna rule them out, but man, you give it up 130 like consistently.
The Spurs are not making it out the second round.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It's a fact.
Okay, we gonna see. You gotta stick to that. Okay, East play-in. Let's see if I can bring it up because I want to hear what you had to say about this.
The East is just like you've been ahead of this a little more than me. But the East, the way the last 6 to 10 is shaking up is really almost 5 to 10 has been shaking up in the East is fairly exciting. And I think this is what uh people can hate the play in and all that stuff. This is what Adam Silver probably envisioned when he introduced the play in. You got these dudes in the ninth and 10th seed playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Hornets were playing hard against the number 2 seed Celtics because they know they have a chance to get that 6 seed and not have to play in the play in.
And it's still kind of close between 5 through 9.
Yeah.
So it's like the play in right now, Hornets are 9 and 10. I mean, are 9, Heat are 10, so they would play. Magic are 7, 76ers are 8, so they would play. Um those are both good games, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And truthfully, I wanted to see LaMelo in a guaranteed playoff situation. I would really not like him to go out in the play in, but man,
Uh they gonna beat the hell out the Heat. The
I
Heat is so disappointing. They've been 3-7 in their last 10. Hornets 7-3. I think just the trend of playing the game. Norman Powell is like the seventh, eighth man on the bench now. People ain't talking about it, but it's I don't know what's going on with him. Shooting bad. Bam is just these the play in Heat at this point. If Bam gonna be your best player, good luck. I think the Hornets could get the Heat. Now, when it comes to Magic 76ers, I still think the 76ers can be scary at full health. Can they beat the Magic though? I think the Magic are built to contain the 76ers. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think it'll end up being Hornets will win at 9-10. I think the Magic will win at 7-8. Wouldn't they have to play each other after that?
yeah.
So I think the Hornets could get the Magic though.
None of the Hornets would have to play if the Magic beat the 76ers. Then
Oh, they 7.
yeah, so then the 76ers play the Hornets.
Okay, 76 players. So yeah, 8. The Hornets 8. That them versus the Pistons. Woo! That's gonna be good. And Celtics versus Magic is gonna be sneaky pretty. All right.
Truthfully, I think I probably want to play the Pistons.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, out of Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, I think I play Knicks first, then Pistons, but it's close. It's truthfully, it's very close. Then Celtics, probably Pistons if I'm the Hornets because explosive offense versus yeah. So
I'm not gonna lie. Great storylines with potentially these matchups, bro.
yeah,
1 versus 8, if that's the Hornets versus Pistons, because they had that little brawl, that mini little scuffle.
Mhm.
I would love to see how they would play defensive team versus super offensive team. It's just a great matchup. Celtics versus Magic. I think low key the Magic play the Celtics pretty good. Like since Paolo's been Magic, that's
yeah,
been a pretty good matchup.
yeah,
So I don't know. I'm rooting for it. I even like the Knicks versus Raptors storyline. You got RJ and Quickly going against their former team OG.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good sports storylines in there, yeah, for sure.
So who did you have winning the play in at the East?
I think I got. I probably might go 76ers beating the Magic, and then Magic beat the Hornets.
Whoa, damn! You don't even think Hornets go skate playing? That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to
I mean,
that. Why the 76ers beating the
I might
Magic
switch
though?
it. We'll see. I just think, I think ultimately 76ers will have. I mean, they'll be a way, but sometimes I've seen the Magic make dumb decisions and just not play up to their full potential. I think Embiid, for the most part, will have an advantage. I think you'll see Paul George come out to play. I think you'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. I think everybody once they get into the full health will be coming out to play. And on paper, the 76ers have a way better, deeper team than the Magic. But
I don't know if I agree with that. Franz is back. You can put Franz on Paul George. I think you can put Jalen Suggs on Tyrese Maxey. You have a big front line for the Magic. You got Wendell Carter. You got Goga. You got the other Wagner brother that you could at least try to throw on Embiid at least for fouls.
Mhm.
So I think like the 76ers are dangerous, but I think if they had to play a team like the Hornets or the Heat, I say the Hornets. Like the 76ers would probably beat the Hornets, but the Magic is gonna be comparable. And I think it's comparable. I think they very close. And even at full health. I think that's a very close thing. And so a
Yeah.
locked in Magic, I don't know. I think they can get the 76ers. That's just my thing. So it's interesting to see you say that. Can Tyrese Maxey get off against Suggs? Like that's gonna be another thing. So I don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think also 76ers just have more big time game experience in the Magic.
Now that's something you would say. But role players, no. 76 role players aren't that great. Like I give me the Silva and like
And Anthony Black and
yeah.
Hajet and all them and
Yeah.
Chase and all them, I guess.
Like who the 76 got Barlow and Grimes and Oubre?
Oubre and
Bona? No, I'm good.
Drum still over there.
Oh yeah, they do got Drummond. So
Yeah.
can we just kind of agree that we are just super disappointed with the Heat though?
Yeah, the
Because
Heat were embarrassing.
like
Sad.
they've been bro, they fell off since the 83-point game. Unethical. God don't like ugly.
Hey, blame Hero. Blame Hero. He's supposed to be the leading scorer. Blame Wiggins. Wiggins just to get to skate by.
Wiggins is damn near a fourth guy. Norman Powell is the
Norman
eighth
Powell,
man. He's the eighth
when he's
man.
been in and out the lineup so much, it's just like, what do you want them to
That's
do?
but that's what I'm saying. Like that is my thing. Like Norman Powell. Like
He's an all-star. He coming off the bench.
no, Chris, I'm not going. I'm not going. Look at these. Look at this. Like, mm, that just don't look good, bro. I don't look good, man. Don't look terrible, some of them, but it's like it's too sporadic for me. 320. I don't know. I don't know, bro. But yeah, you got anything else on the play in?
Nah,
You didn't care about the West playing? No, I don't either.
the West is not as interesting to me as the East because you could have a team fall all the way from the fifth seed down into the play-in. You could have a team go from the ninth seed all the way up into to the sixth seed and be out the play-in. Whereas the West, it's almost guaranteed who's going to be doing that.
I think Phoenix versus the Clippers is actually pretty
Yeah,
because I think those gonna be the two teams. I think they're undoubtedly the two best teams that play in for the West. And I just think it's interesting. If you was OKC and San Antonio, who do you want? If you was OKC, who do you want? If you was San Antonio, who do you want?
yeah. If I'm OKC, I don't want the Clippers. I'll probably go with the Suns. If I think I'm in both instances, I probably want the Suns. I think the Clippers want I think Clippers want the Spurs. I think they actually gonna try hard to win that game. Well, neither team wants the Thunder.
Hmm.
I don't think Dylan Brooks in them if they're at full strength. I don't think they'd be scared. But
Um, the Suns. I think Jalen Green got hurt yesterday, but I think Devin Booker had like 38. Dylan Brooks had like 28. So it's like, man, Suns low key.
they're underrated, and they had an underrated good season because no one really had them doing what they're doing right now.
I low key think I would want to play the Clippers, bro.
I mean, the Clippers did so much winning over this back half of the season, though.
Yeah, but how many of those wins are good wins? Like, let me check real quick, but I don't want to just get too disrespectful. But the Clippers, like, I haven't tapped in with them because it don't seem like they're playing good teams. So they done played the Thunder, got blew out, beat the Mavericks, beat the Kings, beat the Spurs. Like they done played the Timberwolves, lost, played the Magic, lost, played the Lakers, lost, beat the Nuggets, beat the Rockets. So they haven't had a good win since February 19th. So yeah. I don't know. I'm not scared of the Clippers. I ain't gonna count. I'm not just super scared of the Suns, but they're deeper. Devin Booker is supposed to be a superstar in his prime.
Yep,
So,
he's supposed to be.
so if Devin Booker is who people try to claim he is, you should be more scared of the Suns. And then we haven't seen Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green with Devin Booker all season. I think they play like 8 games together, maybe 9. So I think there's just a little bit juice there. And then, I don't trust Darius Garland, so he's going to be picked on by the big guards of San Antonio versus Darius Garland? SGA versus Darius Garland? Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else before we get up out of here?
No, that's it. We'll see. I think we'll see how the end of this season kind of play out, and we'll be getting into the play-in, so that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Stop hearing from these guys that aren't relevant. Anthony Davis was talking about, I don't know if I wanted to go to the Wizards looking from the outside, but now he look good and all this, and he talking about he thought he was gonna play with Luka when he got traded. I'm like, who they trading for you then, dude?
Anthony Davis is just crazy. I think he has a career outside of basketball with these little prank shows. I thought the Draymond Green prank was actually pretty good. But when it comes to actual on-court performance, I think AD is over with. I think he's going to fall off like Dwight Howard did. I think, once you get to a certain age as a big, it can go either way. And I think he's going to reach that age to where I say, man, you got to show me. I don't care what you think, what you want, because you was kind of looking trash last time we seen you. So,
yeah, I get it. Anthony Davis kind of him and Trey got a chance to either revitalize their career in a big way or go outside. So.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Did you see Doc Rivers when they asked him about his future? He talks about missing his grandkids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story where it said Doc Rivers had a meeting with his players and he told his players to look him up in his resume?
He doing too much, man. Like he doing too much, and then people try to compare. Oh, why is everybody criticizing Doc for talking to his players like that, but they don't talk about JJ calling his players out? It's a lot different, truthfully.
Bro, this man told Miles Turner he's disappointed in him. Like, that's hilarious. And they were like, Giannis stood up and was like, I'm not disappointed. It's getting crazy, bro. It's getting crazy. The JJ Redick thing that you just brought, that's interesting. But I think, like you said, it's different. I think JJ Redick Stephen A said it the other day. He said JJ Redick he's kind of an asshole, but he is who he is. He doesn't suffer fools. He wants stuff done a certain type of way. Doc Rivers just want to brag about 08.
Yeah, that's what it feels like when Doc is like, Doc kind of like rests on his laurels, whereas it feel like JJ is trying to create a standard to win versus Doc is saying just do it. Just I done already did this kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm a winner, so just listen to me, and it's not my fault. Like he doesn't have no accountability as a coach. JJ Redick is just holding people accountable. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that because
he has called out LeBron, he's called out Luka, he's called out everybody on that. He's not just he ain't called out Bronny. He called out Bronny like in different.
No, he called out Bronny.
I was gonna say
shoot the ball.
Yeah, that was.
No, shoot like bro. I like JJ Redick. I as a coach. Yeah. As a coach, hated him as a media guy, but
hated that dude. Yeah.
As a media guy, no, I'm not going with all that propaganda. The coaching thing, I think that's for him.
Your favorite player started playing 5v5 again.
Who?
Haliburton.
Man, he's a streamer. We don't talk about Haliburton, bro. We don't talk about Haliburton. And the level of cloud up he gonna have coming into next season because the Pacers were so trash, even though they had injury luck and they linked it to tanking. Bad injury luck. Come on, man. he's finna be the fakest superstar going into next season. I can't wait to get back to criticizing him every week. I can't wait. I'm gonna be watching this closely. I'm monitoring this situation. Say, man, I'm damn near gonna be on call for Tyrese Haliburton games.
See, it's crazy. I thought maybe if LaMelo got that 6 seed, he could have gone in his Haliburton run.
No.
You don't think so?
I love LaMelo. LaMelo scared. He scares me in a different way than Tyrese Haliburton when it comes to close games. It's kind of a, oh, please don't fuck this up. Rather than Tyrese Haliburton, this nigga done made this shot, man. Like it's just a different thing.
I know you was sick after he hit that 3 against the Knicks.
I can't stand it, dude, bro. Like,
I wish we could have had a live reaction to that. I enjoyed that. Would have been the best.
It's getting LeBron levels with him. Like in terms of just, I can't stand him. I miss him though. I miss him and just like say,
y'all
bro.
Heard it. Hey, y'all heard it.
Yeah.
Y'all clip that.
Hey, I miss Tyrese Haliburton. I'm on his neck next season. Pause if that's crazy. But yeah. Anything else? Doc Rivers saying he was disappointed in Miles Turner is crazy. I was disappointed in Miles Turner. Miles Turner has been stinking it up. I told y'all.
No, I mean, I kind of get Doc, but like,
yeah, just
you can't get up there and be like, yeah, we were supposed to suck and we did. I was gonna try to bring us out from being sorry. Like, what does that tell your dudes?
Yeah. Now they feel
retired. Go ahead and retire and like quit all that insinuating and stuff. Don't be pissed off because y'all lost and you couldn't get them first. It's Giannis' fault, and it's his fault in part. Giannis had half the season to get that team in a good position. He didn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. That is on Giannis.
They got a losing record with him. Like when Giannis played, they still got a losing record with him. So I mean, it just was a season from hell. But they do have the most losses by 20 plus points.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing. You got teams like the Wizards and the Nets and like all these other teams, and you got the most losses by 20 plus points. That's actually kind of a crazy stat.
Yeah,
because they still these got vets over there. You should think know how not to get blew out, but whatever. Okay, and that'll do it for the Sports Related Podcast. I'm Dino's Ball. That's Chris. Until next time, we are gone. And like, comment, subscribe. I don't ever ask for that shit. Whatever.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind. Need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line. Any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.